Ball lightning at Walmart, Israel on fire, migrant boats being maliciously attacked by orcas, white lady gets $1 million for saying the N-word. Yeah, I'm thinking we're back. Welcome.
Fantastic. 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 Fantastic.
Hey, welcome to the show. My name's Hello Listener. I have not sold my soul. I'm a real person. This is a real show. And now I have to actually do the show. And I'll just do it. You think I'm scared? If I put my headphones on, maybe I'll feel safe. I wish I could hear something. It just feels so quiet. Let me turn Ushbaka back on. Hi, this is my name's Hello Listener. I already did that part, but I didn't say this part. You call me Sinner for short. Lot of stuff going on lately. I'm just going to fiddle with my hair. Lot of stuff going on lately. A lot of stuff. And, you know, you can only stream so often. I can't just sit here and stream every time something happens. I mean, I could. And I would if I just was like those guys that got just tons of super chats popping in the whole time. Then I would. But I'm not that. No, I wouldn't. No. This show has integrity. This show has meaning. This show has a philosophical force to it that no other show has. That's why the people tune in. That's why the people eat the crunchy bits. That's why the people suffer through me trying to find a song for 2 hours. Oh my gosh, I have dirty nails and I've just exposed myself. I didn't go to church this weekend, I'll be honest. I didn't know I was going to be honest. I have a hard time not being honest. Honesty doesn't mean saying literally everything that's going on. You don't have to say everything. You can be honest without saying everything that's going on. I don't have to tell you that I'm surprised by how dirty my nails are. I don't have to say that. I don't have to tell you how scared I am right now. I don't have to hyperventilate in front of you. I'll put this right here. Save it for later. It's okay. You're normal. You're normal. That's true about the orcas. Orcas have been orcas have been attacking boats full of illegal immigrants coming into Portugal and Spain. Orcas are on our side. Take that. You. Israel's on fire. No comment. I have nothing to say about that. What could one say about such a event? And a white lady is now a millionaire. Because she said the N-word with a firm R. With a solid R. You know? With a stony R. She said it. We heard it. And a pedophile filmed her. It's like the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, right? Kyle Rittenhouse shoots 3 random leftists. They all happen to be, what, Amish and pedophiles? What are the odds? What are the stinky odds? White lady goes to a park, gets robbed by a black, and then an immigrant films her, turns out to be a pedophile. What are the odds? Turns out they're pretty high. Turns out the odds are pretty high. Turns out this isn't just a disagreement. It turns out it's a battle between good and evil. Actually. That's what it turns out. Turns out. Ball lightning in Walmart? I say, get your affairs in order. People, get your affairs in order, because there's ball lightning in Walmart now. Get your affairs in order. Ooh, I gotta shake that up. I decided to bring the intro back, because I don't want to give the false impression that I'm some normal man. Provo said in it I make him want to be a better Christian. I make him want, but I'm not a good Christian. I'm not a good anything. All right. I'm the worst person I know. And that includes blacks. Welcome to the show. So yeah, I put the intro back up because we're doing big things over here now. This isn't a game, and this isn't a PSYOP. And seeing as how I don't think I have anything else to say, let's talk about the point of this show, the PSYOP, which is getting real big. And I'm going to launch this impeccable rant with a video I just recorded in my car that I'm going to play through the microphone.
The standard can't be whether or not it's a PSYOP. The standard has to be whether or not it is aligned with truth, whether or not it is aligned with us recognizing our collective interests, whether or not it is aligned with orthodoxy. That has to be the standard. It can't be to sit around and worry about whether or not it's a PSYOP is to put way too much power into the hands of our captors. You might as well be Adam Green at that point, You might as well start No More News, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, because what you're actually doing is saying, is obsessing over what they want you to do. If you're doing that, you're putting the power in their hands.
True.
You're making them larger than life. That's what Adam Green does. Adam Green sees everything as an Amish PSYOP, everything as an Amish trick, including Christianity itself. And so he obsessively just digs deeper and deeper into, what this trick, this is a PSYOP, this is a PSYOP. And ultimately, when you do that, what you come out with is basically a mindset that the Amish are omnipotent, and you're just sitting here trying to comb over the details of their latest haystack and trying to find a single needle of truth. Meanwhile, they're layering on more and more hay every few seconds. It's a silly way to think. It's a self-defeating way to think. It's a cucked way to think. They're not omnipotent. They're just greedy. They're just subversive. All you have to do is align yourself with the truth. You don't have to figure out what's a trick and what isn't. If you align yourself with Christ, if you align yourself with orthodoxy, it doesn't matter if it's a trick or not. They could get hoisted on their own petard.
Hoisted.
Think of the book of Esther. I know I talk about it a lot, but think about the book of Esther. The book of Esther, this guy, this king, this aristocrat is trying to hang this. He sets up a gallows in the middle of the town square to kill this pious man, because the pious man won't bow to him as essentially a god. And what does the pious man do? Him and the other Israelites, they pray. That's all they do. They pray and fast for 3 days. And what happens? The guy who was trying to kill the pious man gets killed on the gallows that he put out to kill the pious man with. So it doesn't matter if it's a PSYOP. It doesn't matter which thing's real and which thing's not. If you obsess over that, you're paralyzed. You're paralyzed, and you're giving these people way too much power.
Now, that's not to say that, you know, sometimes you got to know when something's a PSYOPs. Sometimes you got to know when something's a hoax. Like a giant hoax that informs half a century now. Pick a hoax. That, you know, it's good to know these things, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. People like Hello Listener are here to make it so you know when something's a PSYOP. But only the big ones. Only the ones that really matter. Because people out here saying Shiloh's not real. They're saying Shiloh was a hologram. And that she stole from herself. And that the immigrant was AI. And it was actually David Portnoy in the park looking at kids. And he used FaceApp to turn himself into a Somali. And we can't really do this sort of thing. All right? We have to be serious. Shiloh's a win, guys. Shiloh's a win. Shiloh is a win. Do I like that this country is about to have a civil war? Do I like that all the races hate each other? Actually, they don't all hate each other. They all hate us. Though I think the Asians might be in an alliance with us. I think the Asians are chill. That's what I think. But all these people grow up with the same mentality. The same mentality that says, Blanco is Chanco. We're bad. White people are bad. And they don't think about it too deeply. You know? Nobody's thinking about it that deeply. So, while I don't like the fact that we're essentially about to crumble as a nation and be divided, I think division might be better than a false unity. You know what I'm talking about, people? Roman Catholics, you know what I'm talking about? I think division based on truth is better than unity based on a lie. In fact, I'm almost positive. The lie has been upheld on our side, you know? We hit ourselves in the head with hammers and say, they don't really mean it. They don't really hate us. They're just confused, which in itself is saying they're dumb and can't think for themselves. So, you know, I don't know. I give minorities more credit than you do. That's just me. I love them too much to say that they don't mean it when they say they hate us and want us eliminated. Shiloh's a win. Why is Shiloh a win? Because Shiloh shows you that people are waking up. And Shiloh shows you clearly the mentality of the people we're dealing with. Don't you bark. Because they'll raise $500,000 for a man who shanks a white in the chest and fill it with anti-white hatred. And the world will just sit there. But then when a nice white lady who's trying to protect her son says the N-word with a firm R, just firm, you could build a house on that R. You know what I'm saying? It's a foundational R right there. Well, now they're trying to kill her. Now they're trying to find her. Wherever she goes, they're making petitions to go where she goes. Also, the guy who owns Give, Send, Go allowed all the anti-white comments to go through on Carmelo Anthony's dinky e-begging in the name of free speech for weeks, and then shut it down immediately within the first day when we started making end towers in the Shiloh Give, Send, Go. It's weird how it all happens. It's weird how it always happens. It's weird how it continues to happen. But people are waking up. People are realizing this is not a country. This is not a country. This is chaos. And we're not happy with it. We want something nice. Will we get it? That's in God's hands. I don't know. But I do know what'll help our chances. Commend ourselves to Christ. Not allowing ourselves to be dragged down by the leftists, the Amish weaponization of our empathy. But also not allowing ourselves to be dragged down by hatred towards the people who hate us. Because that's not what Christ calls us to do. And I think, and this is just me speculating, because who am I? I'm just a fellow. I think that we are going to see some more Orca type beats coming out soon. Going to see some more ball lightning type beats coming out soon. I think they're going to drop some more random fires throughout Israel type beats. I think I see a mixtape on the way. And who orchestrates that? Who psyoped that? If you sit around thinking about psyops, and whether something's a psyop and if it's a trick, you're missing the forest for the trees. What is it doing? Is it waking people up? Are people understanding the gravity of the situation they're in or not? Are people understanding how much of a nightmare modern American life is or not? Our food is poison. Our money is fake. Our neighbors hate us. Our country allows the rampant murder of children. Women can vote. Voting exists. When I'm king, no more voting. We're not doing that. Voting's over. It's really gay. I'm not going to go into it again, but voting's gay. You can watch one of my highlight videos. Voting just means that the levers of power go to the highest bidder. If you go back into the elections, you could go as far back as you want. The person who wins is always the person with the most money. The person with the most campaign money. Well, who controls the money? I don't know. It's impossible to know. No, as Sam Hyde said, these people have names and addresses. And yarmulkes. The PSYOP is a way of making it so you don't do anything. So everything that comes in, you don't take it in. You don't say, you don't see it for what it is. It's a way of getting you to dismiss the information immediately. They're literally using your QAnon paranoia against you so that you can't see anything for what it is. Everything is approached with such scrutiny that you cannot parse out the value in it. Orcas kill baby seals. Okay? Orcas kill baby seals. Slowly. They take baby seals and they play like football with them. They throw them as high as they can into the air. And the baby seal flies through the air and then flops on the ground, half unconscious. And they do that for hours, torturing baby seals. Okay? Does that mean it's a PSYOP when they knock over migrant boats? Or is that just kind of chill? I hope the migrants are okay. But maybe they'll consider turning back. The oceans are against us. Maybe we should stay in our homes instead of going to white people's countries and destroying them. Are there white people's countries anymore? I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. I'm not sure. There will be, though. There will be. And let me say this. We're keeping the nice people, okay? Look, I think black people have to go. God bless you. I love you, but I don't, it's just not working out. We're going in a different direction. Black people, we are going in a different direction. Your services are no longer needed. We are outsourcing your job. Due to downsizing and overhead costs, your services are no longer needed. I wanted to say something different. I just think that has to happen. As much as I love black people, and I do, I actually love them. I think most of my friends in my whole life have been black, though not close friends. We don't get close, me and others. We don't get close. But I love them. I want them to do well. Somewhere else. All their problems are us, right? We caused all their problems, but they don't want to leave. They don't want to get away from us. Which tells you that they actually are pretty good at hypotheticals. They know. I think there's an element where they know they're being deceptive. They're self-deceiving. Because they sit here and they rail against us and they say we're the worst thing ever, and it's like, okay, then leave. Leave the countries we built. No, we want to stay here. Why would you want to stay here if you hate us? Oh, we like it here. You have the nice stuff. But you can make nice stuff, right? I just don't think it's going to work out. And also, it's not fair for white criminals like myself to have to be locked into jails with a bunch of crazy black people. That's not fair. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a fighting chance at rehabilitation. I don't want to get raped. I don't think my psyche could endure something like that. It's not cool. Jails are bad, the way they're set up. Either make it so everybody gets their own cell, and there's strict rules against rape, or let's color coordinate a little bit. We gotta color coordinate a little bit, I think. And Africa's a big country. Africa's gigantic. Got a lot of room to stretch out your legs and do your thing. And you know we'll still love you. We're still going to help you. We can't help ourselves. There's something about us. Something about us. We just love people. We'll see you over there. We'll send you some stuff. We might even build a railroad that'll be destroyed within 10 years. But get the hell away from us. You people are violent psychopaths. And the percentage of you that aren't, it's gain not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. For every nice, based black guy that I enjoy their company, there's 20 crackheads smoking crack on a train in broad daylight. And if you tell them to move or leave or stop smoking crack, they'll stab you. And I just don't think the odds are in our favor anymore. It hurts to say that. It hurts, donut. I don't like saying that. I hate it. I hate the words that just came out of my mouth. Because I like peace and I like unity. But I was deeply embedded in the black community, just so you know. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. You're always the bad guy. You're always looked at with scrutiny. And ultimately, they don't want to unify with you. That's the truth. We were the ones who wanted to unify with everyone. Hey, multiculturalism, there are no differences. Well, it turns out there are differences to them. We were the only one buying that crap. So what Shiloh represents is us no longer buying that crap. You know what? Let's play for our own team. Let's stop playing for the opposing teams, you know? And that's what I've been saying for the longest time. Stand up for your people. Stand up for your people, because they're still your people, even if they don't realize it anymore. Because guess what? The rest of them, they're standing up for their people, and they are not standing up for you. And we're all dying off. We are a global minority, and we're disappearing because no one likes us and no one cares about us. And I can relate on an individual level. Nobody likes me or cares about me either. And so I feel this. I feel this deeply in my heart. I am white racial consciousness, embodied. I got a lot of other stuff I want to talk about. That's a funny way to end that other rant. But I'm wondering if I'll jump over to you guys and see what's popping in the chat. And have a little hangout. I think I'm going to. I hope you appreciated everything I've said. And I hope that you'll pay for my bail when it comes down to it. When they arrest me for naming the Amish, for saying the truth, and for caring about my people, I hope you'll start a give, send, go for me. Because they are coming for my booty. And I'm shook. I have a quick ad, and then I'm coming over to y'all.
Tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com BostonStreetRecords.bandcamp.com.
You tired of making bad decisions all your life? Why don't you make one good decision once in your life and buy my freaking music? don't you go ahead and go buy my music? Why don't you buy my music? Huh? Why don't you go ahead and go buy my music right now, huh? Buy my stupid music, alright, jerk? What are you, polyamorous? Buy my music. Come buy my music, hey, come on, click the link, go to the sink, take a drink. We got a CDs and tapes of it. Buy that stink, cause you know it's stinky, cause we get funky over here, people. And I ain't no funky monkey, man. Colossal Squid Records, Bandcamp.com. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. Yeah, you can listen to it on iTunes. You can listen to it on Rhapsody? Do I look like a swarthy gentleman from the South? Or do I look like a Sicilian scam artist? Hey, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just like you. Hey guys, you want to support my stream? Come on back, buy my music. It's nothing but pressure, and it's no pressure. Just come and do it. Then put it in your boombox and oosh, baka. We about to have a freaking flying carousel carnival clown.
What up, y'all? Hi, slow boy. Hello, living to dream. Living to dream. If they hate you, know they hated Christ first. Way better than TBE's rant last night. I caught TBE. It's a continent, not a country. Did I say country? I've done that my whole life. I've called Africa a country my whole life. That's on me. I have no excuse. Nice. I just finished my chicken coop a couple days ago. Had to patch it up because the dog was getting in and attacking the chickens. And it was not chill. Thank you, Provo. I appreciate that. I caught Toilet Bowl Earth yesterday. Guys got beats, man. I could tell they were Fruity Loops beats. Because I used to use Fruity Loops, I could hear Fruity Loops. I don't know why. It's hard to explain. But they were solid. I hope he knows that I think he's talented, and I like him. Though we argued. And my chat was heavily censored. I tried to tell him I was going to kill him, and chat wouldn't let me say that. And I'm understanding why. Because what if I was an op, and I said that? But me, I was saying it out of friendship, out of kindness. I'll kill you, my friend. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you. Makes sense to me. I also caught, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I caught Leslie something's stream, and I was deeply inspired. So I went back and I said, you know what? I'm going back to making this look way more artistic. I've been bare bones in it lately, dialing it back, not doing all the crazy stuff that I used to do on the show. If you go back, you could see. I'm not doing it anymore. That's over. I want to make it look interesting. I want to make it look beautiful. I was deeply inspired by Leslie's stream. Deeply, deeply inspired. Jim Bob said my stream is his favorite new stream. I'm going to kill myself. Did you seriously say that, Jim Bob? I'm going to go insane. What the hell? This is the best day ever already. I've done nothing to deserve this. Such kindness. I guess I'll check the backlog of chat since apparently there's some gems in there and I can only see a little bit right here. How do I do it? Maybe... All right, I'm going to go all the way back. That's crazy. Jim Bob actually said that? About me? I saw Portuguese Mac Pow in your post. I think Lop showed him the clip of you. He really is the originator. Guy's channel acts for showing movie clips of... I don't like that. I don't like seeing women be hurt. We're going to have some disagreements, slow boy. You're chaotic neutral as hell. I'm not going to lie. I don't like seeing women get hurt. It upsets me to my core. I really don't like that. Truly. But I'll have... I told him I'd talk to him. I just saw him as a... Here's what I thought. I'll tell you what I thought. I saw him as a small creator because he had like 6 followers. And I was like, yo, people have been showing love to me. Let me show love to this young nigga. Did I say nigga good? To this young nigga. I don't know. Might have been forced. Let me show love. People be showing me love. Let me show some love. I know I'm not big. Well, I have more than 5 followers. Based Orcas. This is my new favorite channel. Let me just read that one a couple more times. Made by Jim Bob said, this is my new favorite channel. Godheart Guardian. Cool name. Soulboy said same, but I don't know when because I wasn't looking at chat. Provo is a Mormon, so any action away from Mormonism would make him a better Christian. That's true. That's true. And we've talked about that. And maybe I'm going to talk to Provo about that. Because Provo, can I get the clip or what? I'm a little afraid to ask if I'm being honest, Provo. Can I get the clip or what, broski? Scary ass nigga. Oh, sorry for cursing. Bro went nuclear on a dude for posting a clip, and I'm terrified of him. Provo, I'm scared of you. Austin Metcalf's dad did the exact opposite, and they're trying to kill him too. Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect example. We've had a lot of clear examples of what's going on in the world lately. Things are getting real clear. Things are getting real nice and clear. Kill his son, vilify him for saying it's not a racial thing, and trying to show unity with him. And then get him fired from his job and harass him. Harass him for having his son killed by you. Things are getting real clear. In a way, it's a blessing. We're learning what's going on around us as a team. Welcome to the team. Their proximity to us is in direct correlation with their ability to succeed. Yeah, yeah, yes. Let me see what's going on over here. I'm late because I was working on my chicken coop. I felt you did earlier. Leslie is very inspiring, bro. I was inspired. I had to stop. You know, anyone who was here yesterday, I did a test stream where I was testing out the chat. Thanks, Provo. I have Dennis Prager's voice. I have a lot of voices. No impressions, but I've been mirroring people my whole life because I'm scared of everyone, and so I've developed all sorts of accents. It's Hollywood, sir. The actresses get hurt behind the camera, not in front of it. I don't like this. I don't like what's happening in chat. Wow, Jim Bob gives and Jim Bob taketh away, huh? I don't know what Dennis Prager sounds like. Stop. Dude, don't make me more self-conscious than I already am. Thanks for the clip, Provo. All right, what are we doing? I don't sound like him. All right, you know what? I'll look up Krager U, because guess what? I found out how to play clips in stereo on my channel. We're making strides. Strides. I'm Strider. Ooh, maybe I'll play you the Strider soundtrack. Would you guys love that? There's this woman. Women are powerful. Junko Tamiya. She did the soundtrack for the Sega Genesis version of Strider. And it's brilliant. Truly brilliant. Leslie's crazy. Crazy. I had to up my game. So what I was saying, I gotta look away for a second. For what I was saying is I had a test stream where I was testing out new elements early on Sunday. Then I'm chilling out. I'm trying to relax, trying to look for something to watch, trying to just enjoy myself. It's very difficult. I can't enjoy myself. And then Maria mentioned this streamer, and I went to check him out. Somebody said that, a lot of you guys go and hang out. We need to protect the Amish and their land. Jim Bob, don't tell me you got the call, brother. Don't tell me you got the call, my man. It seems Andrew did. Can I say that? Can I ruin what we've built here and just tell you that I think Andrew seems to have gotten the call literally yesterday? What was I saying? So then I watched Leslie. I was feeling good about my stream, and then I saw Leslie's stream, and I was like, I'm an ape. I'm a dirty ape. I need to do better. Toilet Bowl Earth. You click the cocoa butter link. Let me check my elbows. They are ashy. So I upped the game, and I'm not even gonna lie. I was inspired, and I decided I'm not going to streamline the show too much anymore. I want to make it beautiful like it was before. And Toilet Bowl Earth, I hope you weren't offended by my presence yesterday. I know we had a tiff, and you said that Slow Boy sent me to your chat. But no, I was excited to see your show. I'd never seen it before. I found out I wasn't subscribed to you. I thought I was subscribed to you. I had to search for you. I was like, I wonder what Toilet Bowl Earth is up to. And then I found you. You were streaming, and I found out I wasn't subscribed to you. So I subscribed on the spot, and I watched your stream, and I was impressed by your beats. And I got to say, it was a very unhinged stream, which I appreciate. And at a certain point, you started cursing. Then you put up a GIF and either played the flute or smoked crack. I don't know which. And then you came back and started talking, and it was on mute. And we're all just sitting there telling you to unmute, and then you ended the stream. And I was like, that's schizo. That was truly schizo. I was not disappointed. You're making me Chinese over here. So I got the chat working. Chat looks nice. Oh, I was going to play Dennis Prager. Let me see what this guy sounds like. Dennis. This is going to give me a, what's it called? A complex. Let's give me a This part of the show is called, let's give Hello Listener a freaking complex.
I almost gave up on my wrinkle.
Don't ever give up on your dark circles, people.
Times. The left has ruined our schools. That's what it's about, but they never once blame the left. Not once. They do, though, say bad district policies.
This is what I sound like? Is this Dennis Prager?
A typical response, she sent out a questionnaire to teachers, the writer in the New York Times. Came
Beautiful.
from Russell, a public...
I wish I sounded like Desert Prancer. I wish I sounded like the Desert Prancer. He has a soothing and beautiful voice. Don't be mad, Toilet Bowl Earth. I could tell you were mad, and I wish I had, like, a contact info, because I was going to tell you, dude, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself, Toilet Bowl Earth. I really like you. You're one of the funniest guys in chat. Your show's great. Your beats are great. Don't give up on yourself. I don't sound like that at all, but I wish I did because he has a beautiful voice, a lot of bass, and like a babbling brook, you know. It's sick. Okay, I'm going to show you Junko Tamiya real quick. And we're just going to vibe. Ready? Listen to this. What the hell even? Oh, that's Chrome. My bad. Chrome doesn't work. Because of the Wasabi engine. I learned that ChatGPT is helping me. Ready? Listen. Just listen. Who's that handsome fellow on the cover? That's Dennis Prager when he was younger. That's fire, right? Go ahead and listen to the whole soundtrack. Play the video game. Enjoy yourself. Japanese people are wonderful. I will not denounce the Japanese, though we've had some problems. They killed a lot of Catholics. But recently, an Orthodox saint came within the past 100 years and had a profound effect upon them. And Orthodoxy is growing in Japan. And it won't be long. It won't be long before we unite, I think, and create a new Byzantium. And these ne'er-do-wells, these never-do-wells, these always do not well, will be shot out of a cannon lit by Steve Bannon. Okay. Yeah, I sound more like a Jersey Italian, but I don't even know if this is what I sound like, to be honest. I I don't know who I am, if I'm being totally real with you. It's very situational. All right, what are we getting into? I did my rant. You saw the cool way the show looks. I'm sure you guys like it. Ortho sushi for the win. In Alaska, we're allowed to eat fish during all the fasts. That's only in our diocese. And the reason that is because when Saint Innocent, I don't know if it was Saint Innocent or Saint Juvenali, decreed that because it was such a crucial part of the native diet, to ask them to cut it out would be essentially to ask them to starve. But since then, he enacted it for all people, not just the natives here. And so it applies to all of us, and it is a diocese-wide thing. So I can do keto during fasts, which is Saint Innocent. Yeah, sorry about that. In peace, let us pray to the Lord. Oh, Christ is risen. You better respond. Every single person, out yourself as an Orthodox Christian. Christ is risen. Christ is risen. Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death, and upon those in the tombs bestowing life. Say it. Thank you, slow boy. So, my point was, Jim Bob, that you can eat sushi. You can eat sushi. During all the fasts. Now, you may not want to. You may want to go further in your fast than that, and you're allowed to. But, nice. Michael Gabriel Fortino. Oh, a fellow Top Ramen. Jim Bob's actually a Top Ramen. He's Sicilian as well. So we have 3 Top Ramens, a meeting of the minds. And we got Stephen Crumley, and I was almost going to say Stephen Chunky. And that's a funny name, and I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write down Stephen Chunky. Never know when that might come in handy. Stephen Chunky. Yeah, so you guys can't do that. That's only in the Alaskan diocese. You guys can't do that. Sorry, move to Alaska. Let's start a new Byzantium. This is known as the Jerusalem of America. It's known as that. It's well known, and y'all should be making pilgrimages anyway. And if you do make a pilgrimage, be sure to hit me up, and I will hang out. And please don't PSYOP me. Please don't stab me. Please don't be a double agent. No, not Rocor. I'm, what's it called? OCA. I'm OCA. Which is one letter away from orcas, whom we found out are on our side. The orcas are with us. Do not despair. The orcas are with us. The orcas are fighting by our sides and you're blackpilling? Make it make sense. There's ball lightning in Walmart. Did you guys see the ball lightning? Let me just show you what I'm talking about in case nobody saw it. Ball lightning Walmart. Oh, you can buy a lightning ball at Walmart. That's sick. Where is this? Oh, here it is. Look at this. Check this out. You got to see the lady filming. She's like, this is so cool. You could tell it's like a young white lady. And she's just filming it. Not running. Not running for her life. Not praying. Not praying to God. Not thinking, is this an angel or a demon? No. Going, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. Call Shamoon. Yeah. Somebody get Shamoon on the phone. We've got real orbs. In Walmart has a deal on orbs right now, Sam. All right. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I got a bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff. You don't believe me? I know you believe me. Here we go. Here's some stuff. Let's start with the notes. I'm tempted to go back to the other screen so that I don't get interrupted while reading my notes. If I see no comment within the next 5 seconds, I'm leaving to the other screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lost. Okay, here's my notes. The whole world hates you and you're just fat. All right. I like when people sneak post my clips. That's exciting and flattering. I want to differentiate myself from Provo, whom I respect and am afraid of. Terrified. But I like it when you sneak post my clips. It makes me happy. You can sneak post my clips. You can sneak post my music. You know, give me an ad. Give me a dang ad. Do some attribution. But I don't care about anything. Truly. We got gold a couple days ago. Slowboy, while I was streaming, sneak posted a clip of my stream. Then I found out about it, watched it on the stream, reacted to that. She sneak posted that. That's internet gold. That's what the internet's for. And so I want to just let you know, this does not bother me. I find it exciting and I find it flattering. It says it's been 10 years since Vance culture started, and no, it's the opposite. But I think maybe autocorrect changed Vance. What do you think I meant by that? Probably woke culture? All right. Look, they're notes. The 2010s, everyone was trying to up themselves the most. Okay, a lot of this is dictated. And my dogs are barking. The 2010s, everyone was trying to one-up each other with the most hot take. But I think that's over now. I don't think anybody has hot takes anymore. I don't think you can do a hot take because everybody's just basically... by 2018, everybody was bragging about how they eat ASS. And saying kill all white people and... what is it? TND... I don't think we can like do hot takes anymore. I remember hot take culture. It was fun. You get on Facebook and you'd be like, I actually don't care if we are eliminated. And everybody'd be like, that's so sick. That's so sick. Like, that quote should be on the cover of Paper magazine. That's so sick. And you'd be like, thank you, thank you. This feels like a friend. Okay, the new trick that you guys are doing to me is that you're being nice to me to lure me into a false sense of confidence, and then you're all going to turn on me. So I just want you to know that I know that you're all PSYOPs, and that this is a trick, and that you're going to make me trust you, and then you're going to hurt me. I know. I'm going to let you, because I don't fear you, but I know that this is what's happening. You don't actually like me. All right? Oh, everyone's a grifter. I want to do a whole show on that. Let me skip that one. I gotta let my dogs in. Gosh, there's so many notes. It's unbelievable. Give me 1 second. All right, so what you guys want to get into? Well, yeah, no, I'm in a different situation than you, Provo. I don't have anything behind the paywall. I mean, if people did post stuff I had behind the paywall, I would just see it as exposure, though. If people want to pay, they'll pay. If they don't want to pay, they won't. You know? People know how to give me money. You could buy my music on Bandcamp, or you could super chat me, or you can give me a Bitcoin. I'm waiting. If people want to support, they will. That's what I think. I think the best thing. Okay, I'll talk to you, Provo. I'll talk to you like you talk to your guests. I think it would be best for you to not worry about that sort of thing at all. Truly. Because it's all exposure. It all gets your stuff out there. It all gets people checking out what you're doing. It may be a little, it's highly doubtful that it's going to cut into your, bottom end, your rear end. And even if it did, it would only be in the short term. Oh yeah, let me pin that. Thank you, slow boy. Even if it did, it would only be in the short term. In the long term, it would actually grow your channel and get people more interested. Here, let me pin that. So honestly, I think you went off the deep end, truly, and I was like, this is crazy, and I'm not, TB's obviously some sort of non-white, which I love. I love non-whites, but I think he was of a particular variety that makes me uncomfortable. But at night and at Walmart, but he was getting sunned by you, and I didn't like that. You were literally sunning him. And I guess it was empowering as a white man to see another white man do such a thing, but I was deeply uncomfortable. I've heard, and I called him out the first time he showed up in my chat. I said, what does Provo stand for? Provoked? Provoking? And then he said on a show that, yes, he used to call himself provoking. And I was like, oh, I was right. But my point was, it felt a little bad. It felt bad seeing him get chewed out and then everybody making end towers. And I feel like he was in a fog of I felt like he was in a fog of being bullied. You ever get bullied? I know you guys never got bullied. Me neither. But let's say I did constantly. There gets this point where you can't even think straight. It becomes a fog. And you don't know what to say. You don't know what to do because it's coming from all angles. So on the top, he's getting Provo telling him, you're a liar. You're a deceiver. And now I know the true you. Who you are? You are not who I thought you were. And I'm glad, because now I know what you really are. You're a deceiver. You're just like everyone else, which is like, whoa, dude. And then in the chat, they're all calling him the N-word. I felt bad for the guy. I really felt bad for that guy. And I was like, yo, you gotta be careful. That's some good bullying. That's good bullying. That's solid bullying. I got bullied for being essentially what I still am. Odd. Just odd. Just odd. All right, what are we getting into? I got time today. This could be a long stream. I don't know. What's up, Algernon? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the team. I don't know. What do you want to do? What a shameful display that must have been. I felt bad for the guy. I did. I had to leave. I had to leave because I was getting secondhand embarrassment. I don't know if I should work on music or if I should. Do you guys want? I'll let you guys decide. Let's start a poll. Music or videos of YNs hurting us? YN's music. Don't worry about the no yes part. Don't click the no yes part. This decides what I'm doing. I don't want to watch YNs. I'm doing music. I found that song I've been looking for. You remember that I spent like an hour and a half looking for a song last stream? I think I saw Mark here for a second. Mark, you still here? What up, Mark? Truly TBE. Grift rant. Grift rant. Grift rant? All right, fine. Okay. I'll do the grift rant. I guess it's not enough for a whole episode. Is it? Slow Boy has too much sway. Read Saturday Night by Maya Angelou, please. I'm not taking requests. I put a poll up. I'm not your monkey. What was that? Can I show you the song at least? Let me at least show you the song. It's not good. Turns out it wasn't even good. Here's the song I spent hours trying to find last stream. Ready? Here it is.
You got me another unpleasant feeling caught me. They shot me. They shot me down. They got me another unpleasant feeling caught me. They shot me. They shot me down. Slings and arrows from their bows, unleashed until I lose my hold. Got a thing to take no more. Oh Lord, how many are my foes? Slings and arrows from their bows, unleashed until I lose my hold. God, I cannot take no more. Oh Lord, how many are my foes? Try, nothing left to do. The hell? Try, got the best of you. Try, nothing that's to do. Try, try, nothing left to do. Try, got the best of you. Try, nothing that's to do. Try, nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose. Nothing left to lose.
Actually, I like it. What does it look like when I do this? What does it look like when I go like this? Does that look normal?
You got me another unpleasant feeling caught
All right. You get it. You get it. All right, what are you guys talking about? Oh my gosh, so many words has happened. What a shameful display. Truly TBE grift rant. Read no F. Somebody coming out here telling me about songs. I don't know what those mean. I'm from Jersey. Jay has an open debate scheduled for 10 minutes from now. Let's speed run this. Look, if you guys gotta go watch Jay, I understand. He's been getting very openly based, and I respect the heck out of it. Am I allowed to restream it, Slow Boy? Can I watch it? Is he chill? Yo, is Jay Dyer chill? I'm laughing because I know he is. Jay's been getting super based openly. I always knew he was secretly based, but now he's getting more openly based, and I'm very, very excited about this. I really like it. I like the direction he's going. I hope he continues in this direction. Andrew did a great job with AP, and they dropped the ball by calling all of us JEW Spurgs. I said something about it. I said something. I'll show you what I said, and then I'll read the rest of your chats. Give me 1 second. Because this is interesting to me. And I think I did a funny tweet. I'm pretty sure. The new approach I'm noticing is people acting like they're over the JQ. Going, is anyone else sick of hearing about the Jays? Or, these J-Spurgs are unbearable. Sorry, dumb niggas. If shaming me stopped me from speaking the truth, I'd be a leftist. That was about this person. Is it too soon to talk about everything is a J conspiracy fatigue? No. Yes. You know when it'll be a good time to stop talking about or talk about being fatigued? When we win. All right? Until then, the noticing will continue. All right. X-Files type beat, real. If you're going to double loop the vocal, you should harmonize with your... Don't tell me how to make music. Don't you dare. Cold and spooky. All right, I needed that. People tell me how to make music. Okay. Let's just take a moment. People telling the greatest genius of our generation how to make songs. It's fine. All right. Oh, but she likes the falsetto. Okay. And now she's dancing. Okay. Maria didn't like the song either. So you're in good company, Slow Boy. Maria also thinks I suck. Slow Boy link Jay's debate. I don't see it on his channel. It's on X only. I can't link it until it starts, but I will after if it's okay with Tony. Yeah, go ahead. Looks sus. You're very... What looks sus? Perceptive, very normal. By the way, Apostate Prophet backed out of their debate. It's just an open Twitter space. This track is fire. Thank you, Slow Boy. Okay, I apologize for anything I might have said to offend you. I love you, Slow Boy. I'm thinking about all of your feelings. I'm taking everything in. I'm thinking about each and every one of your feelings and emotions, and I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel happy. But I also don't want you to test me. I do think all exposure is good exposure, Provo. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't care about anything. You know, if somebody makes a video calling me a bad man and trying to, you know, ruin my life, I would be like, oh, this is cool. I'd probably comment on it, say, oh, nice job. But I'm kind of unhinged, I guess. That's true. I apologize to you, Slowboy. Well, I don't think I was that mean. She left. No, she's back. Okay, cool. I like it. Makes me want to listen to early 90s dance and metronomy. Metronomy. I love metronomy, dude. Wow. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I saw them live. Yeah, you could probably do that. He'd be fine with it. Andrew got to make sure you don't mess up that river of cash by mentioning them. Yeah, I know. But it's corny. You got to choose the truth. You got to choose the truth over worldly gain every time. And then die. And then die poor. Die poor. If there's anything you get from this show, it's this. Die poor. Seems like anytime someone gets big enough, rich enough, they become scared to name them. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if this show ever started making moves. What are they going to do? Are they going to Jordan Peterson me to the Great North and, you know, scary stuff. It's a scary idea. All right. Do you want to see what Jay's up to? I got to sign into Twitter on a different thing because this one won't play Twitter correctly. So I'm going to have to do that over here. And I'm going to have to remember my Twitter name. And you guys can't see what's going on. English Riviera is a top 10 album. You know, my favorite song by them is this instrumental song. I don't remember the name of it. It was off like their first album, and it was like... And that's all I can say. And I could spend an hour trying to find it and get copyright struck. But I think I won't. I love when chat has good taste in music. Metronomy is good taste in music. Straight up. If you like metronomy, that means you have good taste in music. I'm afraid. Hold on. Let me turn off my screen for 1 second. Don't be upset with me. I'm not really turning it off. I'm just a little bit turning it off. I'm just doing that. That's chill. Did it work? Nope. All right, I gotta type it manually. Don't look. We're in, baby. All right, we can watch Jay's stream. Slowboy said, and I trust Slowboy. Burt Barack is pretty dope too. If all exposure is when being canceled be essentially impossible. Well, I don't know if you've heard the news, Provo, but now if you say the N-word, you get $1 million. And canceling is impossible. I think canceling's impossible. I don't know Burt Bacharach. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the kingdom of God. That's all that matters. It puts everything into perspective. This whole life. It's hard to take this life seriously when you know, or the illusions of this life seriously when you know the ultimate purpose of it. All right. Let's see. Where's Jay? Jay! Did he block me? Jay didn't block me. He's blocked me so many times. But I still just be hanging out because I love him. I've developed a thick skin because of Jay Dyer. It's another thing I have to thank him for. I will when I meet him. Living to Dream knows the real deal. What did Living to Dream say? Oh, Burt Bacharach. I'm gonna put Burt Bacharach up. Let's check it out. I don't like this guy. Not Burt Bacharach. What's his name? Jacob Collier. Not a fan. He makes me not like music. Songs. I Say a Little Prayer. South American Getaway. Mexican Divorce? No. I'll Never Fall in Love Again. What the World Needs Now. I Say a Little Prayer. All right, here we go. Time to get my stream cut off. I don't want my stream to get cut off.
The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup.
All right, that's it. Pretty chill. I'll check it out more later. Another Jewish songwriter. See, you guys tricked me. You guys tricked me. Made me look like a fool. I forgot what I was gonna do. I just saw the number. It went down to 4. I'm having a bad time. And Jay's not streaming. I'll be notified when he is. If you just put nigga in everything you do on Twitter, people are like, I like him. I don't know why. I don't want to listen to my music. I don't want to read my notes, and I don't want to. And Homeboy's not streaming, and I already did a great job. And I'm afraid of losing more viewers. I'm terrified. I'm afraid. Whoa, did they both happen at the same time? Did they both happen at the same time? Yeah, I can't stand Jacob Collier. He really makes me hate music. When I listen to him, I remember listening to him years ago when he first got big because of that music channel. I forget what it's called. And I immediately was like, I had to turn it off because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to make music anymore. Because there's something about the way he does music, the way he thinks about music, the way he acts about music, and the music that he actually makes that it like disturbs me. It disturbs me. It's like no, this isn't it. This isn't why we make music. This isn't what music's for. Don't. So I can't even listen to the guy. Can't stand his music. It bothers me on a spiritual level. All right, what should I do? Oh, wait. What happened with the poll? Y'all want me to look at young niggas? Fine. Let me end the poll. Jay's live? Oh, let's do that. You sure it's cool to restream him? Yes, 22 music, 22 no. I should have ended the poll earlier. I apologize to all of you. Jay's live. Let's check it out. We'll check it out for a little while. Nothing's happening. We'll look at some videos. I got my bookmarks. I guess it's just like you see it so often, you're like, my videos? No, not my videos. Here's this.
Tournez votre tête aujourd'hui. Tournez la tête. Voilà.
This is just to help you guys with your racism. I'm here for you. David Portnoy got famous for posting pics of Tom Brady's 2-year-old son naked and commenting on the size of you get it. So that's nice. This is something, but not really much. Oh, let's get a quick refresher. Let's get a palate cleanser after that. There's a good world out there. There's a good world. There's a good life. And it's nowhere but in orthodoxy. I promise you. But there's a good world out there. And it could be ours. It's ours for the taking if we dedicate our lives to Christ and join the church that he planted. Look at it. Look at the light. There's light in the world. Ball lightning. And speaking of light in the world.
I don't know. I'm videoing it. It looks so cool. Look at the jewelry boxes.
Even the front of the building too.
It's like a disco party.
What?
Oh!
Fantastic.
Should I make a song like that? It's AI? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm retarded. Sorry. Oh, it's AI. I'm retarded. Hold on. I'm retarded. Internet's getting harder, man. Why? Everybody knows when things are AI. That's a PSYOP. It's real ball lightning. Ball lightning's real. That's a PSYOP. Nice try. Ball lightning's real. It really went to Walmart. Stop trying to get me. Y'all always trying to get me. Sometimes he gets a little spicier than his YouTube channel will allow. Of course, yeah, Jay Dyer's... Honestly, I love Jay Dyer. Of course, it's cool. All exposure's good exposure. If he only goes on X, it's either because he's going to talk about TOS violations or he doesn't have a camera. Jay having a boomer mic moment. If you put your kid in a school like that, God have mercy on you. Come on, that's cool AF. That's the most AIA video you ever seen. I've read all of your things. Should I make a beat like that beat? I kind of wanna. It was like... I could do it. It was something like right? And you just take like a big kick. Where you go? Let's get like a 808. Actually, I'll use Black Octopus kick. Right? So it's just 4 on the floor. And then you just get like a Reese bass. And yeah. Can I go lower than that? Maybe like...
I can't hear anything if you're speaking.
I gotta go lower.
Okay, so let's go to Ted Law first since he has such an issue with me. Yeah, why would I be the weakest man on the internet when I've literally debated all the Muslims and atheists? I don't shy away from any debates. You send me walls of text, I just found you annoying, so I don't know what you're even talking about.
Well, first of all, I've only ever sent you one text, one message, and it was cordial. So I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You sent me a wall of text, and I don't owe you anything, dude. I don't know you. I don't owe you some debate or some discussion.
saying that
What
you
is your
do.
point?
My point is that you're shying away. We've been asking you to debate us on metaphysicism, and you've been shying away. That's the whole point. It's not personal. Hold
Yo,
on.
who's
It's not
afraid?
personal. It's
Who's
not about
afraid
you.
of
It's not about me.
metaphysicism?
The whole point of having like these debates is to shed light on the truth through argumentation. That's the whole point. So you're out here
I don't owe
arguing,
you. I don't
debating.
know you or owe you a debate. I
I
have no
don't
idea
know
who you are.
you.
Well,
I don't owe you.
that's completely fine then. I'm here to show you that I'm not shying away.
I'm here to show you I'm not Shia
About your
LaBeouf.
comment that I'm a coward and I'm the weakest man on the internet. Dude, I've literally debated all the top Muslims and atheists.
Because
It's simply not true.
Well, that's my personal opinion, and the reason I said it is that you're rapidly
it's not true. The fact that you call it a personal opinion is factually false. So what you mean is I owe you a debate. I don't know you, or do I owe you a debate?
I don't think you owe me anything. I don't owe you anything. That's not the
then
point.
why are you talking shit to try to get attention, and I bring you on here, and what's your
I'm not trying to get attention at all. I don't need attention. I don't need validation. No, I'm not lying. Look, if you do want to debate,
go
let's
around
do it.
calling people pussies or just wanting attention.
I didn't call you that.
What?
I said pusillanimous. That's a word. I didn't call you that word. I don't use words like that.
What's pusillanimous?
So biased. Yeah, but it's the same.
No, I'm not biased at all.
I'm the weakest man on the internet. Yeah. Do you have an actual argument, or you just come to whine a bitch?
Hey, I came because you asked for it.
We're
You
done.
made a comment saying,
We're done with people.
Come and debate.
We're done with it.
So I came to show you that I'm not shying away.
You feel me?
That's the whole point.
Good for you. What is your position exactly?
I can't not.
Well, I have there are two different topics here. But today you're trying to.
I don't. First of all, you don't tell me what the topics are on my space. I want to know what your positions are theologically.
Well, that's the point. I'm telling you that you posted that you're debating Zionism today, so we can talk about that.
Okay, so was Israel divorced?
What's that?
Was Israel divorced?
From what? From what?
From God. What do you mean?
Well, so there's
Jeremiah
actual
3,
Israel.
Jeremiah 3 is Hosea. Both discuss the culmination of the sins of Israel in the divorce of Israel. Matthew 23, Jesus says that would come upon that generation, correct?
Sir? Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so and you're what, some kind of Zionist?
So I'm not a theological Zionist. I approach it from the perspective of realpolitik. So I think that to be against Israel necessitates to support the forces that are anti-Israel that are trying to build a caliphate.
So that's a false dialectic.
Well, let's argue it then.
Okay,
because
why do I have to choose between a false dialectic and a fallacy?
Well, I don't think. Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's a false dialectic because there are different, different approaches to the subject. And I'm saying that
If there's different approaches, then by definition it would be a false dialectic. Because a false dialectic says it's either or. That's what you just argued.
That doesn't nullify the necessity of the existence of the reality there. There's a geopolitical reality that we have to reckon with.
All right, and I know Mossad, for example, said at one point through Yanon that there should be, for example, a Christian Coptic state in Egypt. So that was a strategy. I'm well aware of these strategies.
Well, I don't know what that has to do with this, though. Because
look, Coptic? Because I'm just lending a point that would back up what you're trying to say here, right? That I understand the nuances of it.
Okay, so just for your understanding, even though I'm a Miaphysite, my view on Zionism has nothing to do with Oriental Orthodoxy or the Coptic Church or the Oriental Orthodox Church.
Are you slow? I just made an argument that helps the point to show that I understand the nuances.
Yeah, I'm not negating what you just said. I'm just laying it out. So here's the thing. My view on Israel, right? I'm arguing the reason that it's necessary to support Israel. Even from the Christian perspective, from the theological perspective. So, first of all, for us to have access to the Holy Land, the church exists in Israel, in that land.
Yeah, the Orthodox Church owns the third largest landowner.
Exactly, yeah, the Orthodox Church. The reason that we're able to practice our faith as Christians there which is a very, very important place for us as Christians, right, is because there's a state there.
Yeah, I'm aware of all this. Yeah, this was Ridvan's argument in the debate, right? Do you agree with Ridvan's take that we must send money to Antichrist?
Well,
there's a moral
the Antichrist is not here. Where's the Antichrist? If the Antichrist is here,
did you hear the debate?
I did hear.
Okay, and Ridvan admitted that 30% of Israel wants the temple built and is Antichrist, and we still have a moral duty to send our tax money there. Do you agree with that?
Well, I have a nuanced view on that. So here's the thing.
Okay, so is it a moral ought? Is the question.
Well, sure, because Israel.
It is?
Well, yeah, and here's the reason.
And what is the basis for the moral ought?
Okay, here's the reason. So, as prophecy, the coming of the Antichrist is bound to happen. We're not going to avoid that, but also there's the prophecy that there's going to be a mass conversion of Jews to Christianity. So, Zionism kind of lays the ground for the conversion of Jews to Christianity, as well as the coming of the Antichrist.
I mean, that's a total fallacy. So, an Antichrist, socialist, Marxist system
chill out
lays the groundwork. So, by that line of argument,
stop.
Any wicked thing that happens because it's within divine providence should be supported because it's part of divine providence. That's really stupid.
No, it's not. Here's the reason. First of all,
forgive me very quickly, but that's basically like saying we should support the communists when they go and kill the Christians because it's going to make more martyrs for the church.
Yeah, the martyrs are the blood of the other church, so we should support the Roman Emperor.
That's not the same argument. Here's the reason.
It is the same argument. It's the same basis of argument. It's not the same argument. It's the same line of argument.
Well, it's not the same line of argument as what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm going to explain. So, we're not supporting Antichrist because, first of all, the Antichrist
is said we have a duty to give our money to Zionists, a large portion of which want to build the temple and do.
I'm not equating. Well, hold on. I'm not equating Zionism, political Zionism, or the existence of the state of Israel.
This came up in the debate. This nuance doesn't matter because the tax money goes to those people, does it not?
Well, hold on. Let me finish my argument so that you can refute
you just keep moving. You just keep moving the goalpost to redefine it to where it doesn't work. Right?
Yo, Jay is a pit bull.
If I don't finish my argument, you're not going to know my position.
Finishing your argument is just moving the goalpost.
No, it's not. Okay. So, am I allowed to finish my argument?
Yeah, here we go. So you're going to start complaining that I don't let you finish when you just move the goalpost.
I'm not going to complain.
You moved the goalpost.
No, I didn't.
Every time somebody, yes, you did. You move the goalpost to say, well, it's not so much the entire state, it's the Zionists, and the tax money goes to the state of Israel. So but a lot of that money does go to, right? Like,
hold on, but you're equating the existence of the state of Israel to the coming of the Antichrist.
No, I did. I said the 30%. Now you're lying because I said the 30% of the Temple Institute and the radical Zionists who want to bring about the Temple and the Antichrist are getting that tax money and are pushing that position. That's what came up in the Ridvan debate, and that's why Andrew said, do we have a moral duty to send money to Antichrist in? And Ridvan said, yes, we do. It's an
What's up, y'all?
So I'm asking you
this first caller is a Spurg.
Well,
school moldy.
First of all, I'm not sure on the veracity of that claim.
Good to see you.
I'm not. We have to.
Light of Tabor pulls out the lightsaber, and we kind of pass the course for the corner store.
I'm not Ridvan.
Everybody subscribe to Light of Tabor.
Are you not defending his position?
Real quick.
I am defending his position.
Oh, so
in general.
So now you're a sophist because I'm defending his position, but he.
I'll come right back. I want to give shout out to everybody in chat. I want to give shout out to everybody subscribe to Provo. Everybody subscribe to Slow Boy. Everybody subscribe to Light of Tabor. And everybody subscribe to Toilet Bowl Earth. I've been studying monophysitism a lot. I have like a diagram of arguments for my monophysitism. Or against monophysitism. But I feel like all the work I've done in order to deal with this heresy Jay just has it up here and then some, you know? This would all tie together very nicely if you had Anton Chigurh's haircut. I've been thinking about doing a new haircut. Did you guys see the thumbnail today? This was a haircut I had a little while back. Maybe that's similar to what I'm doing now. I don't know. All right. Back to listening to Jay and making fire beats for the people.
You on here, you just move the goalpost and come up with all this sophistry.
Look, I came here to show you that I'm not shying away.
Right,
But,
and you have
the
no
way that
argument
you...
about sophistry moving the goalpost.
Okay, so if you want to have a productive, like...
Yeah, so now it's going to be, because, I call you out for your fallacies. Now you want to whine a bitch that you don't get the time. Can you make an actual argument? Or you're just going to whine a bitch?
Look, I'm making actual arguments. Everyone is listening. But
yeah, everybody's hearing you move the goalpost, correct? You said you said you're
this is not a healthy debate. This is not a healthy debate. I'm not.
I don't believe you're an honest actor, dude. That's why I don't have any interest. When you call me out and then I bring you on here and you do this software, I have no patience for it, man.
Well, hey, you don't have to question my integrity. I'm here to debate you, right? So if I had called you a coward and ran away, that'd be different.
Well, you call me a coward when there's no reason to even call me a coward. That's the point. You know I debate all these people all the time, and it's just bullshit. You just wanted to get on here.
No, not at all.
So here you
not
are.
At all. Well, you invited me over. You can still block me. You know?
Correct. Yeah. So let's get to the point. Make your argument how we have a moral duty and an ought to support an antichrist philosophy. Please make this argument.
I don't necessarily think that it's an antichrist philosophy, and here's the reason. I think that when hold on, let me finish my argument. Can I? So you can hear it.
You said you wanted to defend
keyboard not working,
and now you're denying Ridvan's position.
No, I'm not. I defended Ridvan's position as a whole. But every bit of detail, that doesn't mean that I support or I'm here to defend every detail.
Institute wants to rebuild the temple, and is that an antichrist?
First of all, I don't think that we have. Hold on, let me finish. I don't think. I'm answering it. It's not a yes or no. It's not a yes or no.
Yes or no. The Temple Institute and that party and that radical side of it, who they want to build the temple? Yes or no?
Well, they do want to build a temple. I'm not denying that.
Is that an antichrist move?
Well, everything outside of the church is antichrist. Pretty much.
Stop being a sophist, man. We're talking about the the next temple that Antichrist would be in, dude.
You said everything outside of the church is antichrist.
You're a literal.
Yes, it is. And here's the reason.
You're antichrist, bro, because you're outside of the church.
You are Antichrist.
Yeah, literally, bro. You're Coptic.
That's from your perspective.
You're a sectarian who cares about some kind of weird dynasty that nobody even believes in or cares about. Solomonic dynasty. Give me a break, dude.
Okay, that's fine. You can ridicule it, but it's it was one of the greatest Christian dynasties that fought against radical Islamic forces, including the Ottomans.
Actually, they caved to them.
But hey, it doesn't matter. That's your
crazy,
opinion, and it's not
crazy.
Personal. So what I'm trying to tell you
crazy.
Here is,
here's what they don't tell you. Here's what they don't tell you.
You just admitted that you already admitted the point when you said that everything outside the church is antichrist. So that would mean that it is antichrist.
Here's what they don't tell you. After the Council of, was it Constantinople? I think it was the Council of Constantinople. Which one was it? I forget which council, but the one where the Monophysites broke off. They welcomed They welcomed dimitude under Islam. They saw it as better than being part of Byzantium. They don't tell you that part. They welcomed. So the Coptics, all these people who were essentially conquered and now live under Islamic rule, they welcomed it as a way of kind of spitting in the face of Byzantium. They don't tell you that part. They don't tell you that part.
On here. You are a liar. You
Okay, go
literally
ahead
said
then.
you literally said that it's not Antichrist,
Look,
and then 2 minutes
you don't
later,
need to be
everything outside it
abrasive.
is Antichrist. And now
Look,
you're
you don't
playing
need to.
sophistry word games and saying, "Well, I was talking about the Antichrist, not
There's
Antichrist."
no. First
Needs
of
more
all,
So you're a liar.
morale.
you don't need to be abrasive.
We'll
You
see.
just
Dude,
all you have to do
don't
is
play this
name
bullshit with
a
me.
church father.
You call me out, call me names, and then come in here acting all pious.
Well, I was
And then
being
you
honest.
literally just contradicted yourself.
I didn't contradict myself at all. Here's the
You
reason.
did contradict
Name.
yourself.
Okay.
Again,
Well, go
you
ahead.
just admit,
Go ahead
everybody
and
heard you,
name
dummy.
a
Everybody
church
heard
father.
you.
Name a church father. That's
Oh my gosh.
childish,
Are you
man.
serious?
Like,
You don't know
why are
that
you
the
calling
you
me
don't know.
dummy, man? Like, it doesn't make any
You're done. This is why you got demolished with your bullshit.
Okay.
How's that? Is that enough growl?
Oh, hey Jay. Firstly, apologies for interrupting the debate. I just was pretty silly. I just felt like that. So thanks, Jay. Forgive me for that. Secondly, I really just wanted to ask about the Temple Institute. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard a lot of Protestants in the US are funding it. And I've heard that I've heard that a lot of people are sort of just funding it. I really just wanted to know what its origins are, where it started out, who sort of had the idea to create it, and what's going on with it right now.
It's called Kufi. I don't know who specifically in Israel set up the Temple Institute, but I mean, it's a lot of the Orthodox rabbis. It's a lot of the people who are sort of the Likud-minded people. But no, I don't know exactly who is the Israeli beginner of it. But Kufi is John Hagee's thing. It's millions of dollars, and it's all
Yeah, I mean, I heard that
I was the one that sent Posh all the Kufi stuff for Andrew's debate.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that there are some really rich evangelical pastors that are actually trying to genetically engineer cows that are red to fulfill the prophecies. Like, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I mean, I've also been hearing stories about the red heifer ever since I was a teenager in high school and evangelical. So, I mean, these stories go around every few years. That I mean, imagine it at some point they really will try to have it. But again, it's pretty well known. I mean, you can get Apostasy and Antichrist, the Jordanville Monastery book, and it has nothing but citations from the church fathers, elders, and saints about the Jews accepting Antichrist when he comes, the attempt to build a new temple, etc. In fact, that's one of the signs, according to our saints, elders, and church fathers, of the end, is when there is a third temple. And obviously the Jews would only accept, as Jesus says, if one comes in his own name, him you will accept, right? Well, the only person the Jews would accept is a Jewish, quote, Messiah. So it's not that outlandish. And I mean, if you go read John Damascus, you can read, I think, St. Hippolytus, Cyril of Alexandria. I mean, they're all cited in that book by Jordanville Monastery. So I don't want to give that guy the benefit of the doubt or give him any ammo because, I think that guy's a complete sophist and not a good faith debater. And so, but yeah, it's called Apostasy and Antichrist, and it's nothing but collections and quotations and citations from Orthodox saints, elders, and church fathers on this very topic and the nature and personhood of Antichrist.
Right, thank you, Jay.
By the
I'm really
way,
grateful for this.
it may be out of print, and if it's out of print, still, I'm not sure. You used to be able to buy it from some of the monasteries, but you can go on YouTube, and if you type it in, somebody has done an audio reading of the entire booklet. It's like a 60-page booklet. So, again, go on YouTube, type in Apostasy and Antichrist, and you will see somebody doing a reading of the entire 60-page collection of quotes. Just a quote line is all it is. Nikki, what's up? By the way, people, oh, you're so mean. So you understand these people will sit here and talk shit all day long on Twitter and call me every name in the book and just literally just make up nonsense that I run from debates. Just total, just made up nonsense. And so when they come on here, by the way, that guy was not, oh, I only sent you one DM. No, he sent me a giant wall of text like I care or even know who he is. And then when they come on here, I can already tell you when these people are going to be dishonest sophists. He says he's going to defend Ridvan's position. Then he starts modifying it and changing it, moving the goalposts. Well, I don't necessarily agree with Ridvan's position, this and that. And then, oh, I wasn't defending Antichrist. I was about God. So it's just moving the goalposts, lying with words. What's up, man? Nikki, I'm here to talk. By the way, when I came on here and I realized that the mute was on, my mic permissions weren't on, I realized that nobody heard me talking about Matthew 23 refers to the culmination of all the things written in the prophets. And Jesus says it comes upon this generation, right? Well, that's referring to the covenant bill of divorce of Israel, the nation state, which was mentioned and prophesied in Jeremiah 3 and in the book of Hosea, that because of their unfaithfulness and the crucifying of the Messiah, Israel would be divorced as a nation state. Now, that's what sets the context for Paul in Romans 9 to 11 to say, it is not hopeless for people who are Jews. They can still be saved by being grafted in through conversion, through faith in Christ. They're not in a dual covenant relationship. There's nothing in Romans 9 to 11 that says anything like that. Paul is answering the objection that, well, if Israel has been divorced by the covenant bill of divorce, which was enforced at the penal sanctions of the covenant of Deuteronomy, when you faithful become the whore, the harlot, as God talks about throughout the Old Testament nonstop, you eventually get divorced.
Oh, I wish I sampled that.
No, they can still be saved.
What y'all up to? Pure instrumental techno album. You're more consistently good than my favorite. Thank you. That's sick. Yeah. EDM, EDOM. Oh, interesting. This phone keyboard is insane. Phone keyboard.
The audios.
Anyway, my husband is a drum and bass purist. He makes fun of me for occasionally listening to DJ Icy because of Mount Lauderdale nostalgia. Drum and bass, but bass is okay too. I love synthesizers. Check out Daylight by Silicon Works. Let me put that up. Somebody talking? Who are they talking to? Do some sing on it. Yeah, send it to me, man.
Audio.
How you gonna send it?
Non-reception zone or something.
What am I doing? Let me put up Daylight by Silicon. I'm not gonna listen to it right now because I'm
been put on, but I can't hear anyone.
Yeah, can you hear me okay? I think Jay's just in no-go zone. It sounds like he's driving, so I'm hoping that as I speak that he'll.
I have some electronic music. You want to hear some electronic music real quick?
I can hear you fine. And
I sent a friend of mine who was a DJ just like a random assortment of tracks for her to use when she spins.
I actually want to put forth not an argument, but something I've been struggling with. So regarding this issue, people often bring up.
Yeah, let's listen to this for a second.
Go ahead.
can understand all those ideological and
It's kind of drum and bass. I'll show you some of my interpretation of drum and bass.
Let's say a third position to not get into those dichotomies, be it now in regard to Turkey, Israel.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That is a difficult issue too. I think, you know, like, first and foremost, in terms of geopolitics.
I love Father Deacon Ananias, yo.
Obviously, in ways that would benefit Christians, more specifically Orthodox Christians, the most. But as you say, in a lot of kind of matters, it's really difficult to see in the kind of detail.
Let me show you a better
what
one.
Actually does benefit. So I guess there's two kind of separate issues. There's one kind of theoretically, if things could work, what would you actually support? And then in terms of pragmatics and practicalities, that's a whole other issue. And I think you're right. I think those issues are much more difficult. And that's why I was, you know, stream today where we're just kind of doing assessing politics. And a lot of these issues down in the details are really hard.
Thank you, Slow Boy. Yeah, Slow Boy. Yeah, cool.
Does philosophy? It's much easier for me to roll it back into kind of the ideologies, what principle would be something that we ought to support versus reject, and then
I'd be honored to sing on one of your beats, Toilet Bowl Earth. You're really talented, bro. Thank you, Master Race Frankenstein Radio, who was called Crow for a minute, which I thought was a sick name. What else I got? This is kind of sick. I started off as an electronic artist. I didn't sing for a while. I'm gonna set it up so when people do like dance emojis, it like pops up on screen. I'm still learning though, but I really like that. So when people, I really like when people do dance emojis. Makes me feel happy. Makes me feel like I'm back in New York. You know, making people dance. And so I'm gonna make it so they pop up and like go on screen. I want to pump this a little bit more. Dang it. I can't make it loud enough for myself. Goth club we used to go to. That was filthy. Thank you. Yeah, I got a lot of like dance music or something, electronic music, something. I can't find. I don't really have like organization skills, so the stuff is all over the place. I wish I could find the stuff that I gave to my DJ friend. What was this? Isn't loud enough for me. I know it's probably breaking the speakers for the stream. sucks. Whatever. All right, let's see what Toilet Bowler sent me. I don't see it, bro. Guess I gotta play on our beat. What's this? It's a little harsh. Everybody still here? What happened to Jay's stream? Oh, it's over. Okay. What's wrong with Metallica? Shut up. All right, let me get back to the beat I was working on. Is it even good? I'm bored of it. All right. Okay. How long I've been streaming for? 2 hours and 30 minutes. I deserve a break. I'm going to treat myself. Refresh myself, come back ready for action. Maybe I'll go through notes. Maybe we'll go through Twitter. Maybe I'll see what you guys are up to and what you guys want to do. I don't know if I want to work on music right now. I do kind of want to hear this beat real quick before, because this I made this like 15 years ago. I do notes occasionally. I'm refreshing my email, Turlet. Hey, Turlet. I'm refreshing my email, broski. Where's this beat? You're my content for the rest of the show. Give me this beat. And we get it. All right, let me get that beat and I'll work on that. And I'll probably, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got notifications. A subscriber's supposed to pop up. I will next stream. You piqued my curiosity. I usually do solo, but okay. Why didn't I get I got a new subscribers, but I didn't get a new subscriber notification. What the heck's going on with this freaking, with this Stream Elements? Or is it Stream Elements? What are we talking about? I'm supposed to get pop-ups. Oh, that's the chat box. Alerts. I'm supposed to get like a thing. Like that. I don't know. I guess it didn't work that time. Well, thank you to whoever subscribed. Thank you to whoever imbibed, you know. Toilet bowl, send me that beat. I'll be back. OBS tutorial. I don't even know what I'd tell you. I noticed Provo sent me the clip, so I'm gonna watch it right now. Let's watch the clip. I was on Provo's show last week. It was an honor and a privilege. Let's see if I did a good job as a team. Oh, I gotta open this on a different joint. Let's see how I did.
Yeah, hit the likes and
love people like this. I love people who, you know, they kind of just say, fuck it, I want to say what I want to say. And that's what really endeared me to this up-and-coming content creator. He goes by Hello Listener.
Thank you,
Listener.
Thank you again for letting me on your show, man. That was cool.
Let me just transition the screens. Let me try to be a little bit more professional here. He won't be able to see my camera. I hope he understands that.
Provo Fresh, baby. Provo Fresh. Provo Kid. That's a cool name, man. You got brand recognition, I gotta be honest. Provo is sick. That's such a cool word.
Because I do a funky setup, but the audience will be able to see my camera. Hello, listener. You are now on stage. Welcome to the show.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. It sounds like you're in an aquarium, though.
I am in an aquarium. Do you see the water?
Yeah, I do.
This
Wow.
is aquarium style. I can't make my mic work in this way. I have to use my camera mic. I hope it's not too awful.
So if you go to settings and then change the microphone, you can settings mic. Take your time. No, while you figure that out.
Please don't let me get in your way.
Okay, so hello, listener. He's got a broad opinion. He's actually an Orthodox Christian. A lot of people don't know. He might just be finding this out right now. I'm a Mormon. It's a derogatory term, but I'm a Latter-day Saint.
No, you're not.
There we go. We hear you loud and clear. Wow, that sounds so much better.
I disbelieve this, just so you know. I think it's a bit, and I'll continue to think it's a bit. You'll have to really try to convince me. There's no way you're a Mormon. That's crazy.
Well, that's fine if you don't believe me, but
I was drinking.
you know where the city of Provo is, right?
Let me, could somebody post Provo's channel in chat? Can a mod post Provo's channel in chat?
It's in Utah. Do you know what Utah's known for?
Yeah.
Mormons.
Mormons.
Do you know what college hoodie I'm wearing right now?
I can't see you, remember? Hold on.
Oh,
Maybe
you
I
can't
can
see me.
put it on
Let me
and then-
change my camera. You change your microphone. Let me change my camera for you. We'll do this.
No, I got you. I just pulled up your stream.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make it more convenient for you. There we go.
All right.
Now you see me, huh?
What's going on?
There we go. So
Not yet.
on
I don't see
StreamYard, I like this rough and tumble. You can't see me.
What's going on? What's going on with the audio? I can't see. I see less than I saw before, but I did. What's going on with the audio? Switch over to the stream real quick. Wait. Yeesh. The hell's going on with the audio? Is that on my end or is that on the thing? Let's close some stuff. I can't tell if it's on my end or on the thing. Hey, now I see it. What up? What the hell?
But I am wearing a Brigham Young. So what? Big.
What the hell, yo? All the audio's messed up. What happened? You hear that? Everything's messed up. Alright, stream's over, I think. I can't do nothing with no audio. I think we're done here. Dang, that stinks. It's always something. You know, you work so hard, you try so hard, you get so far, in the end, it doesn't even matter. That's Limp Bizkit. It's over, I think. Lincoln the Biscuits. Jonathan Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln and the Biscuits. All right, I guess I gotta go. Everything's effing up. That sucks. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church.
In a garden brimming with gold and green. No mosquitoes, no predators, no
see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. They won't. They won't.